With major trades being made across the NFL, football card investors are seeing several parts of their inventory gain and lose value in the blink of an eye. By the end of this video, you're going to understand which trades had positive or negative impacts on a bunch of other cards, so let's dig in. Real quick, if you're new to the channel and you want to learn more about which teams and players to invest in, sell those football cards effectively, and all kinds of really cool sports card stuff, hit that subscribe button, that little bell notification icon so you don't miss a single step on the quest. Seattle Seahawks trade Russell Wilson to the Denver Broncos for Drew Lock, Noah Fant, Shelby Harris, 2 first-round picks, 2 second-round picks, and a 5th-round pick. This is arguably the biggest trade in NFL history, as Russell Wilson is a 9-time Pro Bowl, 1-time Super Bowl champ, and 1 bad Pete Carroll call away from a 2-time Super Bowl champ. Never gets injured. The first time he was injured in his entire career was last year with a finger, only missed 3 weeks. He's consistently ranked in the top 5 of EPA and completion percentages. Wilson is no stranger to battling in an elite division either, leaving the NFC West that produced Super Bowl participants in 2022, 2020, and 2019. You know, I know he's going to an AFC West with Kansas City, Patrick Mahomes, the Chargers, Justin Herbert, and Derek Carr soon to be overshadowed, but this is just a big challenge. We have seen a significant demand spike for Russell Wilson rookie cards and the like, and I think they may continue to go up depending on where his new ADP or expectation for the upcoming season rises to, and his rookie card boasts that first-year prism, a wonderfully made card. You also had Topps and Topps Chrome and other various Topps offsets. From a skill position standpoint, newly extended wide receivers Courtland Sutton and Tim Patrick are perfect weapons for Russell Wilson. Big jump ball receivers who make plays along the sidelines, and that is exactly where Russell Wilson likes to throw the ball. As you can see from this graphic made by PFF, the red areas are where Russell Wilson throws the ball at an above average frequency. We've seen a mediocre demand spike in Sutton's cards looking at his 2018 rookie product, and a small spike in Patrick's cards, which is very interesting because he has only 8 Sage rookie cards from 2017, and then Panini realized he's a pretty good player, went back and printed him in Contenders Redemptions, Flawless Redemptions, and Select Field Level. He's only got 61 different options from 2020 to choose from. Some are very rare, so when shopping for his rookie cards, consider them very rare compared to the normal 2021 rookie. Jerry Jeudy has gotten arguably the most hype so far out of all the Denver wide receivers, and I believe he will become more of the Tyler Lockett role for Russell Wilson. But investors are clearly bullish on the new look Denver roster out of the gate. With the departure of Noah Fant, Albert O, as we'll call him, should now be the bona fide tight end 1 with his athletic profile and receiving prowess at 6'6", 258 pounds, and runs a 4.49. With Russell Wilson pushing safeties, corners, and linebackers back to cover all of these excellent weapons, Javonte Williams should have a field day in 2022. The Broncos should presumably let Melvin Gordon go as a veteran on a bloated contract and allow Javonte to be a bell cow in this new offense. Being a 2021 rookie, he has limited rookie card availability, and we've seen his cards get pretty pricey for some sets, as he stays very desirable in the hobby right now, and his hype should increase leading into the season, especially once the Broncos release Melvin Gordon. Now, with all of these trades being made, which teams do you feel won big or lost big? Let us know in the comments below. All in all, this is a major win for the Denver Broncos. Shortly after the trade went down, Seattle also announced that legendary 6-time All-Pro Hall of Fame All-2010s team linebacker Bobby Wagner will be released prior to the 2022 season, saving them $16.5 million in cap space. So now the Seahawks are flush with cap space and draft capital after acquiring the number 9 overall pick in this year's draft from Denver, but have a lot of roster holes now to fill. Drew Lock is likely not the long-term answer at the quarterback position, but there are folks out there still buying his rookie cards at a low price, speculating on the fact he could shine in a new spot with phenom DK Metcalf and Tyler Lockett. DK's cards have remained desirable and fairly expensive for the time being, but it'll be interesting to see how far they fall along with his ADP, his fantasy average draft position, in the coming months. Tyler Lockett's cards were almost wholly contingent upon Russell Wilson being his quarterback, so I expect him to tank quite a bit as he is quite a few years older and smaller than DK and had a tremendous amount of chemistry with Russell Wilson. So it's fair to wonder if Seattle has had good meetings with any of the 2022 rookie quarterbacks at the Combine, like Malik Willis or Tiny Baby Hands Kenny Pickett. If not, perhaps Seattle flips some of their newly acquired draft capital and goes after a different veteran quarterback that could come available. Maybe they go after Deshaun Watson. That being said, trading 2 first-round picks and a third-round pick to the New York Jets for Jamal Adams was ultimately the catalyst that has led what seems to be a full-scale rebuild mode for the Seahawks. So I think the smartest approach right now for Seattle Seahawks football card investors is to take your lumps, hold on to the cards that you've got, and wait till October, November, and look at investing in guys like DK Metcalf, Noah Fant, and the like during the mid-season slump, anticipating for a big 2023 season from the Seattle Seahawks. Alright guys, if you're enjoying the video, be sure to hit that like button down below and let us know. And if you want access to even more information beyond the channel, be sure to check out our patreon.com/footballcards membership program and what that offers in the description below. Now back to the action. The Washington Commanders struck out with Russell Wilson, weren't willing to wait on Jimmy G, and couldn't make the risky play for Deshaun Watson, given their own PR issues behind the scenes. All of that led to a trade for Indianapolis Colts quarterback Carson Wentz, who departs Indy after only a single season. I view this kind of as a lateral move for Carson Wentz. I think he's a slight upgrade for the Commanders, who trotted out Taylor Heineke in 2021. The former Colt and Philadelphia Eagle earned a 70.9 PFF grade last season that ranked 21st among QBs. Heineke, on the other hand, ranked 29th among the same group with a 59.4 mark. So Washington should get better on offense, but only marginally. At the end of the day, this team is still likely to hover a game below a winning record with Wentz at the helm. When the Colts traded for Wentz last offseason, he was consistently a bad decision maker and his mechanics were a mess, causing accuracy problems. This didn't change in Indianapolis, and the team fell out of a playoff spot in the final game of the season in an ugly loss to the Jacksonville Jaguars. However, on the bright side, Wentz does offer upside because of his arm strength. He's capable of popping off random elite performances, as we saw in Week 6, 2021 season when he earned a 94.1 PFF grade. He's also a big body mobile quarterback who ranks top 5 among QBs in rushing grade over the last 2 years. We can see people investing in his rookie cards. His rookie cards from 2016 are still considerably lower than that of Dak Prescott. Ironically enough, he will be in this same division now as Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. I think it's going to be a very challenging spot for Carson Wentz. We haven't seen a huge demand spike in his cards. However, they are still desirable at a lower rate. I haven't seen a huge demand spike for Terry McLaurin's cards either. However, this could lead to an increase in production for Terry McLaurin in 2022. I would say Terry McLaurin comes out of this as a slight winner. On the other hand, I think this is more of a neutral move for guys like Antonio Gibson and Curtis Samuel, Logan Thomas. So simply put, Wentz isn't a quarterback that can handle a lot on his plate. He'll need to be helped out by the ecosystem around him. The play style is likely to continue resulting in volatility. I expect Washington to lean more heavily on Antonio Gibson this upcoming season in 2022. His cards are desirable, but at a lower rate. I expect those cards to go up in value based on overperformance compared to his current ADP. Now, when we look at Indianapolis, we have seen a decrease in demand in Michael Pittman Jr. as of late. Jonathan Taylor cards are still very desirable, but what's next for Indianapolis? I think Jonathan Taylor continues to play at a high level, continues to perform as a top 5 running back because he's an athletic freak, and Indianapolis still has a very good offensive line. But when you look at Indy's salary cap space now, they now jump to the top of the league in the most amount of free cap space ahead of the new league year. This gives them the freedom to aggressively pursue a veteran, perhaps such as Jameis Winston or Marcus Mariota or Jimmy Garoppolo. So the Colts still don't have a first-round pick in the 2022 draft because of the cost to obtain Wentz a year ago. They do, however, jump up from pick 47 to 42 in round 2 because of the Washington deal. With the odds pointing to 3 quarterbacks going in round 1, they could be in position to grab one of the rookie passing prospects with the number 42 overall selection, or could package that pick to move up a few spots. The names that could be available there include Cincinnati's Desmond Ridder, who had an incredible combine performance, and North Carolina's Sam Howell. So trading for Garoppolo and taking either Ridder or Howell in the NFL draft appears to be the Colts' possible best path moving forward. However, none of this has yet turned into significant hype increases for those skill position players or those quarterbacks. As we know, a lot of what drives the market is the FOMO around these players, and with us having seen so much of Jimmy Garoppolo and Carson Wentz thus far, it's not a win for either one of those guys as of yet. I do believe that we can take this as a marginal win for Terry McLaurin, like I mentioned, and I feel a little bit more confident in investing in Terry McLaurin going into 2022. If he can finish as a top 20 wide receiver. He finished outside the top 20 last year, whereas Michael Pittman Jr. finished inside the top 20. So if he becomes Carson Wentz's new favorite target, maybe, just maybe, a change of scenery this time around can get Carson Wentz back to that 2017 form. I doubt it, but I think that you can have a little bit more confidence investing in Terry McLaurin and Antonio Gibson. Maybe this drives the market down a little bit on Jonathan Taylor and Michael Pittman. I've seen it drive it down a little bit on Michael Pittman. I think this presents some nice opportunity to strike and invest on him. And if the market dips enough on Jonathan Taylor, I'll be buying in there as well. All right, guys, we've got even more sports card analysis this week on the quest. And after all of this week's news, and I'll put those videos right down here. I can't wait to see you guys again as we take another step on the quest. Peace.